What a day, what a week, what a couple of weeks coming off the Chinese New Year for Star Wars Hot Toys. It's your Dark Jedi, a little bit early tonight. And so here's some of the topics we're going to discuss. Does Hot Toys really need to answer to Queen or anyone else? And what's going on in the secondary market with the K-2SO versus the KX Enforcer Droid? And come on, baby, what is going to be forthcoming for the book of Boba Fett on top of that awesome KX Enforcer Droid? And I think something else happened today that pertains to the Clone Wars. I've got the wizard juice right here. Let's just dive into all of this right now.
Side, please. Thank you. Official business, sir. Ma'am, emergency. Please step aside, sir.
Hey, get lost. I'm waiting here, huh?
FBI, you might want to stay out of this, all right, sir? Excuse me, sir. Ma'am, please, back off. All right, I need 8 double tall.
Welcome to another episode of the Market Value Chart Show, right here, baby, at 6 Scale Cantina. And in case you don't know, who is in front of you here on your screen? I am the Dark Jedi Aries Terrington, and I'll be serving up all the Star Wars Hot Toys talk, along with a full panel. Can you hear them? Can you smell them? All of you, my, and well, cheers to everybody who is tuning in to the Dark Jedi. Look, Aries is live. Let's just call it this. That's what this is. That's what the banner says below. Cheers to you. Let me go ahead and take a sip. Hot Toys. Wizard juice. Not Hasbro Wizard juice. Not any other company wizard juice. Hot Toys wizard juice. And man, has there ever been a better time to be a Star Wars fan and collect Hot Toys? And I say no, there's never been a better time. But listen, baby, how are you feeling this morning? Because all of a sudden, wow, the last couple of weeks, I told you the floodgates were going to start opening up after the Chinese New Year. And if you could remember, a couple of weeks ago, we finally got Ahsoka. And I'm still spilling my coffee all over that release, baby. And then last week, we got that incredibly awesome KX Enforcer Droid. Are you kidding me? And I'll give you another prediction that will come to pass. That's just an appetizer. That's just a table setter. Listen, you don't come out with the steak and potatoes first. First, you give some appetizers, some breadsticks, some nachos, some peanuts. If you used to go to the old ground round, you know what I'm saying. You're over, you have your family over on Thanksgiving, some holidays, you got some chips. You got some salsa, you got the Cheetos, you got the Doritos, you got the potato chips, you got the dip. You don't got the full course meal yet. But is it possible that the full course meal from Hot Toys is coming for Star Wars? And I say, yes. That's what that KX Enforcer Droid is. And how good that is. So you got Ahsoka. You got the KX Enforcer Droid. And then you woke up this morning, and what did you see? Wow. A lot of wizard juice. I'm really looking forward to Aries' live. And let me ask you something. What you gonna do when Aries goes live and raw on you? What you gonna do? Because that's what you're gonna get here tonight. Because I'm gonna go live and raw again. I looked at some of the pictures, very just few, and said, holy moly, this ball looks fantastic. And then I saved all the other pictures for you here later tonight during this show. So you get the very, very first reaction. But right off the bat, because it's so good right now, who is sitting at table 66? Because it is so damn good.
Good, and it get good.
Good. Come on, baby. And did you hit the like button? We got a lot in here already. Just coming on. Just hit it. Just hit it while you're there. I've got this website, sixscalecantina.com, off here on the right as well. And before we start diving into all of this news, we're going to dive into quite a bit today. Okay. Let's go ahead and say hi to some of the people that are in here right now. And we've got Blackbird Tech. Blackbird, so good to have you in here on Aries is Live. Come on. Six Scale Separatist, Ground Round. I love that place. I know. Wasn't that freaking cool? You know, like you would go in there and they would have all these peanut shells on the floor. And what they would do is an appetizer, as soon as you go in, you know, some places give you bread. Obviously, a lot of, Mexican cuisine places, they'll give you chips and salsa. You know, you come in here and you have these buckets of peanuts, right? Six Scale Separates. And then people would just take the peanuts, and the whole thing behind the ground round is you just throw the shells on the floor, baby, and everyone's walking over it. And it was like really cool as a young adult because it's like, I could just make a freaking mess. Until somebody slipped and sued their ass off, and then they stopped that. Anyway, good to have you in here. The Jedi Knights Watch is in the house. Hopefully, it is just the tip of the iceberg, like that Rush song. And I see the tip of the iceberg, and I worry about you. Damn. Man, Neil Peart, man, come on. Today's Tom Sawyer, mean rock. Okay, don't get me going. Tyler Keith is in the house. What is going on? Come on. I tried to walk away, but he came up to me and placed a loaf of bread in my cart and called me a nerd. I didn't even need bread. Good to have you in here, Tyler. Ashley Chase. Ashley, what is going on tonight? I'm sure you're pretty excited. We got a lot to talk about here today. Good to have you in here. Collector Chris. Hello, Aries and everyone. They call him the Wizard, or maybe they call you this.
They call him the Wizard.
Come on, baby. Let me know what table you're at. We got so much coffee to spill here tonight. I am so freaking excited to be a Star Wars fan. Never been a better time. Mandalorian. Wow. I mean, we got Ahsoka in The Mandalorian. We got Luke Skywalker. We got Boba Fett. We got freaking Bo-Katan. Got to mention a Grand Admiral Thrawn. I mean, and we got the Obi-Wan series coming up. Come on, man. I mean, it's just awesome. This is like complete 180 from Last Jedi. I'm just so excited. Anyway, H. Green, what is going on? Welcome in here. Let me know what table you're all at. Docinator, welcome to Aries is Live. CT603, a good friend, a very good friend of TK FOMO. Maximum Rex, good to have you in here, my friend. McLean's Man Cave, always nice to have you in here. Welcome. Defodome too. They will answer May 4th, hopefully. Yeah, hopefully they will answer it right, my friend. Hopefully they will. Carlito, what is going on? Lane Kramer in the house for sure. Another friend of TK FOMO, TK592. Wow. Hold My Balls is in the house. Listen, I've been holding on to a lot of wizard juice with how hot Toys is right now, suddenly out of the woodwork. Okay, you got the Clone Wars Maul. All right, people are already going to be getting some shipping notifications that it's going to ship. You got the Clone Wars Ahsoka. Wow. What's going to be happening on the heels of that? We're going to be getting into some things right now. And how hot is that KX Enforcer? I got to get into some things before I get into the Maul, because once I get on the Maul, I don't think I can get off and hold my balls. Jedi Knights Watch, great channel. Hello, good sir. Hello, and good to you as well. And the Lane Kramer is in the house. What is going on, Lane? What table are you at? Diablo is in the house. Come on, Punisher. What is going on? Welcome in here. Borg Cube, good evening to you too, my good Fred. And look at this, OG fan. When Star Wars was just Star Wars. You like my hat, OG fan? I'm sure you like this. I did wear this in part for you because I kind of hoped you were going to be in the chat. Come on, baby. Boba Fett is the most feared bounty hunter in the galaxy. We must have all Boba Fetts. Right, OG fan? Good to have you in here. Come on, come on. TIE Pilot, TK501, another friend of TK FOMO. What is going on? Primetime reviews. Good to have Primetime in here. Coffee time. Give me that Maul. What table you at? Duck Collector with the popcorn. Come on, baby. Come on. Awesome to have you in here. Best car kid. God, we have so many. What is going on? Eric Alexander, good to have you in here. You are at table 88. That is awesome, my friend. That is actually a very cold table, table 88, but one of my favorites.
Oh, really? You're cold?
Good to have you in here. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Big Dog Pound with the Ric Flair. It's a day, Big Dog Pound. Did you wake up, look on Instagram, and then go, woo? Come on. Come on. H Green, what is going on? Oh, my goodness gracious. So many in here already. Community Arcade, what is up to you? You are at table 66. So for the second time today, drum roll, please.
And he getting good. Good.
Man, it's so good right now. It is so good. Brady, what is going on? Come on, come on, come on. Good to have you in here for sure. Six Scale Separatist with the popcorn as well. Mark McAllister, goodness gracious. Can I keep going? If I miss any of you, I don't need to. I'm just one guy here. It's just Aries is live, not anybody else with Aries. And try to make it in. Keep going, and we'll continue to plug these up and put these comments up. No matter where you are, Sam Danger working in here. Welcome in here. Good to have you in here, my friend. Alberta Crude is in here, and MS Chris for you. Welcome in the Cantina. Sideshow coming soon has a place for Clone Wars Yoda. Come on, we could talk about some of these things. Joe P, what is going on, my friend? And who in the world is sitting at table 5 with Grogu and T.Y. Popsick? Because already that little guy needs a whole fill up there. Come on. Come on. All right. Let's I got so much. I'll keep serving you up. Let me know where you've got what table you're at. I've got the off-world Jawa egg juice. I have got more off-world Jawa egg juice. I have got plenty of deluxe spatchka in the house tonight with everything that's going on with Star Wars Hot Toys. And let me tell you something. I've got a can of the off-world Jawa egg juice right here. I've got it all serving up, my friends. So just let me know where you are. Again, this little guy needs refilled. And for honor of those sitting at table 77, because now it's going to start.
This is where the fun begins.
Right now. Welcome, everybody, in here. Go ahead and keep putting it on. And Valiant Archer, good to have you in here as well. Joe P with that comment. Valiant Archer, there you are. And again, if I missed some of you, my apologies. But look, we're at sixscalecantina.com. And we have a whole lot here to discuss before we get into the absolutely incredible Clone Wars Maul. I will tell you right now that my first impressions is I did not think it was going to be this good. And I am over the freaking moon of how hot it is. But let's look here at 6scalecantina.com. Remember, if you don't have it bookmarked, it's right there. You may want to consider doing so. It has all the latest news, including right here. Look at that banner on this side of the screen. It has who on there? Darth Maul. Darth Maul. My goodness. Maul from the Clone Wars. Look at that look. Look at that look. Yeah, we're going to spend a lot of time on that. And then also look there. We have the Clone Wars Obi-Wan Kenobi. And you also got Cad Bane on top there. How am I going to tie those two in? You're going to see here in a little bit. All the latest news. If you would have bookmarked 6scalecantina.com, you would have known I was going live tonight. Let's continue to go down over here and take a look. And also, this section is updated. Breaking news. So we had just a couple of weeks ago, Ahsoka Tano from the Clone Wars. Then last week, KX Enforcer Droid from the Book of Boba Fett. Now, the Clone Wars Maul. And you have to wonder, is it possible that every single week leading up to May 4th, there's going to be something for Star Wars? And I say quite possibly for sure. And we have a whole lot to discuss in here, including when we get to the mall. Look at this. Look at that DX16. Look at that right there. It is trending up. It's in the biggest mover section. We're going to get into how this all ties in for sure as well. First thing I want to talk about again, and I want to pull this up onto the screen before we get into mall and bringing this up on here again, is actually, let's go right here to Sideshow. There's that KX Enforcer Droid. And look, actually, let's just go to that real quick. Honestly, guys, let's hang out and chat. Let's chat. It's Aries is live. Let's chat. Let's look at this. Look, I'm gonna lead this all up to the mall you all want to talk about. Look at this droid. I mean, look, baby. This is absolutely stunning. How good this KX Enforcer Droid is. And let me tell you something. Is it possible that they had this planned to set the table like with breadsticks, or to set the table like with your chips and salsa, or to set the table with your bread and butter, or to set the table with your ground round peanuts, baby? Yeah, they set the table for this. This wasn't a last minute thing. Oh, let's just put this out. This took so much time to plan. Months and months and months, especially to get a paint job that looks like this. Absolutely incredible. And when you get a release like this and you start seeing what they can do on a figure that doesn't even have a human head sculpt, just like I was talking to with my good friend Fabio from Fab's Figures last Thursday, the day after this broke. This is still fresh news. This is how hot Star Wars, how hot Star Wars, Hot Toys is with Star Wars right now. We should still be talking about this, which is why I am. Because this just came out. And right now we're going to talk about this mall, but you're only going to be able to talk about it for a few days, because there's going to be another one coming out right on the heels of this. But anyway, look at this. It takes months of planning. And I could not be more happier to get something like this, especially with how absurd, absolutely absurd it is to be the money you have to spend to get this figure and to get this droid within the secondary market. Let me give you a case in point of why this is important. How many people are hoping for a Bespin Han so they don't have to spend buku bucks on a New Hope Han? Either of the New Hope Hans. A lot. A lot of people. That's why people are hoping for a new Chirrut or a new R2. So they don't got to go spend $500 on an R2-D2 right now. I'm sure you can get the Force Awakens one, but that one's trending up as well. Nowhere near like the OT one. This is fantastic, especially for new collectors coming in. And I'm not a new collector. And this is great for me because I don't got to go spend $500 now on K-2SO, and I won't. Doesn't mean I won't hunt for it. I still want that one. I'm going to hunt. I'm going to hunt. If I find it for a good price, I'll get it. But I'm not going to sweat it if I don't get it for a good price, because I know that they'll make it again. So this is outstanding. And personally, for me, this is 1,000 times better. Just like I think that the worn out version of Boba Fett Tamora Morrison 2-pack is 1,000 times better than the Boba Fett on the throne. I'm getting them both, but this is just fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. And it goes to show you, it's not even a head sculpt. I mean, this is money, baby. This is about as money as you can get. And again, this was in plan for months to be able to get a paint job like this. Look at that. Get these, understand what they're doing. They planned this with Disney. They knew to set the tail. Just look at this. Look at that. Yeah. That doesn't get done overnight. Wow. Absolutely. Still jonesing over this. Absolutely incredible. And I love it that they use different backgrounds. That really goes to show the quality of a figure if you're able to just put different backgrounds in, and it looks just as good. Kind of like this here. Jeepers creepers. It's so good. So listen, let's actually go. Let's take this and see if people agree with the Dark Jedi on how good this is. Because you got to remember, the people that watch this here is a very small percentage of people that actually collect Hot Toys in as a whole. I hope you all understand that. Sometimes I think we get into our awesome community here, which is incredible, the whole thing. But we tend to forget that the community really expands so much further for people that are not on any of these forums or are not on any of these YouTube channels chatting. And the vast majority of people that buy Hot Toys and these type of figures, they're the ones that really answer the bell on whether they're going to do something or what. So do they agree with the Dark Jedi? Let's actually go to sideshow.com and see what's going on best-selling wise. Now, I'm going to have it sorted out all Star Wars. Don't worry, I'm going to put Marvel in there because I'm going to give you every nook and cranny with this awesome show today leading up to my impressions and my thoughts on the Darth Maul, for sure. And again, if you're coming in here, go ahead and hit that like button. Much appreciated. But let's go take a look at what's number one. And let me go below this up on the screen just a little bit. Wow, would you looky here. Looky here with 90 in here already. Look at what's number one for Star Wars. Ahsoka Tano. So obviously, when that figure broke the internet, I think that the vast majority of collectors who collect Hot Toys, which is far, far more vast than the community we know here on YouTube, absolutely is saying, wow, my goodness gracious, I still think that the final production photos blow the prototype photos away. It was far superior than what I thought. Wow. Because I just didn't imagine they can catch every angle. But look at this KX Enforcer Droid. Look at this KX Enforcer Droid. Number 4 just came out. And you never for 1 second had the IG-11 anywhere near this top 5 when it first broke. It just didn't. And you got to remember, K-2SO is one of the most beloved characters in Rogue One and an instant legacy character because of what he meant to the Rogue One movie. Make no mistake about it. Now, he's not C-3PO. But man, he was damn good. It's real good. It's real good. Number 4. So that tells the story here. People are pre-ordering this KX Enforcer Droid. And forget about Ahsoka's number 1, Captain Rex number 2. Of course, you got all the Mandalorians under there because the Mandalorian is the hottest thing on Earth. So don't forget about that. Star Wars is hot. Hot. Wow, look at that. Then, of course, you got Luke. There's that Anakin creeping up. Holy moly. Anakin, Luke's daddy, right next to him. And there's the 501sts. There's the 501st. What about those 501sts? What about them, baby? Grogu needs a refill at table 66. Woo! 501sts. See, you can pose them with Grogu down, and I got another reason to get so many more of these. Have them chasing Grogu. Ahsoka's number 1. KX Enforcer Droid. Wow. All the way up number 4. It's an absolutely outstanding figure. And like I said before, blowing up this screen over here, they've planned this for months. Months and months and months. Hot Toys has. They knew they were going to officially announce this KX Enforcer Droid. And they went ahead and did it. And with your ground round peanuts or your chips and salsa, they served you up that first for your first 6 scale for the Book of Boba Fett. But make no mistake about it. That's just a delicacy. The entrees are coming up for sure. A la carte. And some with stuff. And don't even talk to me about dessert. And don't even talk to me about drinks on the side, baby. Because you're going to get all of that coming up. Because the floodgates are open. Absolutely. And listen. Is this an answer from Hot Toys coming out with this Ahsoka when they did, and this KX Enforcer Droid to the awesome, and I do mean awesome, Joker from Queen Studios? And I say, no way. It's not an answer. It's too much months in planning. They have to work with Disney. They have a license. They can't just put out what they want. Especially when it comes to Star Wars and Marvel. They can't just do that. It has to be correlated. Everything, all your I's have to be dotted. All your T's have to be crossed before you go ahead and start messing around with something like that. They had it planned. They're setting the table. They don't want to give you all the steak first, and then you don't want to go ahead and eat all the string beans and the applesauce and all the other stuff. They could give you dessert. They could give you that kind of stuff. You could always eat dessert. You could always drink up a lot of buttermilk beer. You could always do that. Always do that. But look, I already told you about this figure. This is an awesome figure. It just is. You can't deny it. It's a prototype that looks absolutely incredible. I mean, just look at that. There's no denying it. And does the Dark Jedi think that when it's all said and done, that Queen is going to nail this when it comes out? Even though now it's slightly delayed, but that's understandable. It doesn't matter. It doesn't bother me because it's a lot of pre-orders. That's what happens. It happens in a lot of industries, especially when you're starting out. But are they going to nail it when it comes out? And I say, yes, they are. I have no doubt about it. And here's the moral to this story. Hot Toys has been king for a long time. A very long time. And Queen Studios has started this. Of course, Sideshow always tries to do it. They're going to innovate. But here's something that Qui-Gon said that I use this in life. And let me play this up for you.
There's always a bigger fish.
And you have to wonder, is Qui-Gon right that there's always a bigger fish? Let me play it again.
There's always a bigger fish.
And I say, yes. But there's also going to be more than one fish. There's going to be many fish that come out of the woodwork that are going to try and capitalize on something that is successful, and someone that is the king, on someone that is the champion. And Hot Toys has a couple of decades of experience now in doing what they do. And when you start coming up the amateur ranks, no matter how good you are in something else that you do, you know, I brought this up with Fabio here last week on Thursday. And trying to find, and I think I have them listed right here, and I do. Pulling this up onto the screen. There's your UFC 125-pound flyweight women's champion of the world. And as you're coming up through the ranks, no matter how good of a prospect you are, no matter how good Clarissa Shields is in boxing, no matter how good Kayla Harrison is in judo, Olympic world champion, no matter how good you are in wrestling, you have to earn your way up through the ranks. You first got to win a fight. Not only train for a fight and win an amateur fight, but then train for a professional fight. Not only train for a professional fight, then you got to go through the weight cut. Then you got to go through the weight cut, and then you got to actually enter the ring. And then when you enter the cage, you actually got to go in there and perform. And that's your first figure. Because Hot Toys has many, many figures. Because right now, I don't think Hot Toys needs to answer to anybody. And that could be arrogant. And it's what it is. But they're going to have to answer at some point. It was inevitable because, like Qui-Gon said,
There's always a bigger fish.
And the bigger fish are coming. And Queen's going to knock this out of the park. They just are. I have a feeling they're going to do it. And not everybody get upset. That's going to get delayed a little bit. Look, they have a lot of pre-orders. Things are going to get delayed. I don't care what company it is, especially if you're doing it with that quality. Just remember that. But they're not going to be the last bigger fish.
There's always a bigger fish.
But right now, Hot Toys isn't answering to the Joker. Just like Valentina Shevchenko isn't answering to anybody who's coming up that's in the top 30. She ain't even answering to anybody who's in the top 10. You get into the top 5, maybe she'll take a look at you. But if you're in the top 5, you got some fights. Not only amateur fights, but professional fights. Not only professional fights, but a lot of professional fights. Right now, if you ask the Dark Jedi, what does Hot Toys think about any of these other companies that are trying to do them? Here you go, baby.
Who the is that guy? Who the is that?
That's the truth. That's the truth. That's what Howard's doing. Let me play it again for you.
Who the is that guy? Who the is that?
A lot of people came up to fight McGregor. Finally went down. Sometimes you go down. But you got to work your way up the ranks. So they're going to nail it out of the park. Moral of the story is, going back to the best-selling wise here at Sideshow, make no mistake about it, Hot Toys didn't put out KX Enforcer Droid to answer to Hasbro, answer to Sideshow, answer to Walmart, Target, anyone. They put it out because they had it planned with Disney, just like Ground Round had the peanuts ready to put on the table, just like Don Pablo's has the chips and salsa ready when you come on your table to set the table. That's exactly what they were doing. For sure. And again, when you look here at this screen and see what is sorted out, best-selling wise, proof is in the pudding. Remember what I told you. This KX Enforcer Droid is absolutely sick. It's sick. And it gives collectors that don't have to spend $500-$600 in the secondary market an opportunity to get a character, to get a figure, to get a mold that's not going to put them in the poorhouse or not have them spend money for 2 figures just for 1. And so for that, that's fantastic. And for those that have the K-2SO that want to, keep that 1.0 and be able to retain its value, they're going to be able to have their cake and eat it too. Everybody's happy. This is absolutely outstanding. Absolutely outstanding. And let's see what's going on, because Marvel is hot too, right? Let's go ahead and plug in Marvel. I'm going to put Marvel in here. And then you can see how this is sorted out. Wow. Star Wars right now, baby. Ahsoka Tano. Rex. Spider-Man. Stormtrooper Commander. KX Enforcer. Mando. Captain America. Mando. 501st, 501st. Luke. Green Goblin. Doc Ock. Anakin. Luke. Wow, Maul. I wasn't even expecting the Clone Wars Maul. Expect that to climb here within a little bit. See, when the Dark Jedi goes live, the Dark Jedi just gives it to you straight, baby. This is what you're looking at here. The KX Enforcer Droid is a winner. The KX Enforcer Droid is sick. And for the vast majority of people that are buying it, which is so far extensive beyond our whole YouTube community as a whole, the upwards of 95% of them are buying this figure because it's great. And I'm sure that a lot of them are just saying, wow, I don't have to spend $500 now to get one for sure. And I'm sorry if I've been ignoring your comments. Let's go ahead and fill you up. I'll get to them now. Who is at table 5 with Grogu? Let's get to some of these comments within the chat. Come on. Joe P puts up, I want a K-2SO Hot Toys. Yeah, me too. But that isn't K-2SO. You're right. If it counts for some collectors, then congrats. Absolutely. Congrats to them. That's why the K-2SO Joe P is not. And by the way, great avatar, because that figure's coming. You heard it here from 6 Scale Cantina. That's why when people have asked me, is the K-2SO going to crash in the secondary market? And I say, no, it's not. Even when the next version of him comes out, because it'll be a 2.0 and it won't be the same as a Rogue One, most likely. And the OG will always retain its value. But thank you for your comment. Brandon Altman responds, competition is good and gives collectors options for sure. Our biggest challenge is where to invest in what you want, because you can't have it all. Absolutely. If Queen Studios, for instance, starts doing Star Wars figures, and they could give me a Mace Windu that looks as good as the Qui-Gon Jinn, I'm going to have to start budgeting that in. Let's say that Hasbro, Brandon, starts getting into this game, which I'm telling you right now they're going to. Okay. They haven't earlier, in my opinion, because Hot Toys has only been around very, very recently. Just about 2 decades. It's relatively new, and it caught on more than anyone really thought. They got the Marvel license, they got the Star Wars license, then you got Star Wars, which sunk, and then all of a sudden you got COVID, and I think that they're looking at it very, very closely. They're going to get a subsidiary. They're going to put their photo technology involved in hiring some artists as well. They're not only going to have a studio, they're going to have a factory, and just wait and see. But I would have to budget that out as well, because certainly I wouldn't be married to just one. But again, right now, the king is the king. Until we get some fights in there for sure. Collector Joey giving me the hand. Okay, well, I guess that's for me. Thank you very much, my man. I've got the Spotchka here. We just got the Clone Wars Maul. Come on. And Songwriter puts in, there's always a bigger fish. Man, that's so true. I use that so much in life. Let's play it again.
There's always a bigger fish.
There always is. There always is. Come on. That's why if you're a champion, that's why if you're Valentina, talk about female fighters, Valentina Shevchenko, Chris Cyborg, it's so hard to beat because they always sense the wolf coming up and biting them on the rear end. And they actually turn that around as a fighter mentality, and they become the wolf, and they start chasing all the contenders away. That's the way you should be champion anyway. Not every champion is like that in fighting, but I try and coach it anyway. Um, Lane Kramer puts up over here with the $5 drop. Thank you so much, Lane. Hey, Aries, tonight doing my first YT statue unboxing live, Moff Gideon, for upcoming Mando Hot Toys releases. Which ones do you seem bullish on the secondary market? For upcoming Mando Hot Toys releases, which one do you seem bullish on the secondary market? Which Hot Toys Mando releases are coming up? So listen, we're going to get into this later. You see my banner. You're certainly getting Cobb Vanth, and I think Fabio brought up a great point last week. You could probably get a magnetic or some kind of Velcro or addition to magnetic. You're probably going to get him with the same outfit, which is basically the same outfit he had in the Mandalorian season 2, as he had in the Book of Boba Fett. You're going to be able to put him on with the armor, and without the armor, you're going to get the head sculpt that I'm going to lose my crap on this figure. You're absolutely going to get that. It would probably be, who knows what release it would be, Book of Boba Fett or Mandalorian. Maybe first time, kind of a dual thing. But I'm going to be getting into that a little bit later in the show. But you're certainly going to get Cad Bane, baby. Look, like I said, this KX Enforcer Droid, which is going very, very well here, as you can see on this side of the screen. Okay, which is number 5 when you sort it all out. It's number 4 all Star Wars, number 5 when you sort it out all Marvel, which shows you how hot Star Wars is right now. Look, it's just a table setter. You're going to be getting a lot. We're going to be getting into it. Thanks so much for that, Lane. Buffering. Hopefully that's better, my friend. Hopefully that's better. We got 101 in here. Holy cow, I wasn't even paying attention. Smash the like button, baby. Help the Dark Jedi out. Good to have you in here. MTX, very, very wise. Rookies. You got rookie eyes, and it's good. You can't discount rookies. That's what brings up contenders. That's what makes contenders. And contenders deliver knockouts, submissions, wins, and again, like Qui-Gon has said, my friend,
There's always a bigger fish.
it's coming. But there's more than one fish. Always remember that. Always remember that. 100 in here. Smash the like button. Wow, Single Sword Rider said we had 50 likes already. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. Come on, baby. Hit that like button. Absolutely. Let's look through here. Hey, Loco Lou. So H grade, hello to you. And hey, Loco Lou, what you gonna do when Loco Lou runs wild on you? Good to see you, Lou. What is going on, my friend? Hey, collectors, happy Monday. What is going on? Yeah. So I mean, it's absolutely crazy right now. Can we get into Maul? Look, we're getting right into it, baby. Someone brought up Renzo Gracie. Student of the come on, Oos. Come on, baby. Oos to you as well. Goodness gracious, Red 5. That's awesome. That's awesome. Refill, table 5. Here you go. Here you go. Table 5 for Popsick and Grogu. And who needs a refill at table 77? Because we have 107 in
This is where the fun begins.
Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Let's get in the ball. Who wants me to get in the ball? Look, I'm going to get in the ball now. Good to have Popsick in here. Again, when you look at this on this side of the screen, it is absolutely telling how well the KX Enforcer Droid is moving and how well it's received, for sure. And when you look at Clone Wars Ahsoka, because here's where we get into Maul now. Because obviously Mandalorian, Book of Boba Fett, all those figures are going to do good. Unless it's a Blurg. And Quill. Quill will do well once it comes out. Blurg, I don't know. Anyway, let's continue to go on here. Look at this. Ahsoka number 1. Wow. Even when you put in Marvel number 1. There's Spidey number 3. Rex. Oh, boy. Number 2. Real crazy. And already you got Maul jumping up. Clone Wars Maul right by Luke. There's a Clone Wars Anakin. People are looking for that. It is absolutely insane. So let's actually get to what I want to talk about here and what is blowing me away. You're going to get my reaction the first time because I scanned a couple, particularly the one on this picture set where I put it up on the banner and it was good enough for me and my RC, and I got no RC here, but some of you that know what I'm talking about are just spilled your beverage because the Dark Jedi knows what RC is and that old commercial. But wow, again, would you look at this? And no, this wasn't an answer either to anything anyone else is doing. This was also planned and planned for a way longer time. And is it possible that this is just so much more than what the Dark Jedi was expecting with this figure? This is sick, you all. And look at that background. And I'm just looking at this figure in a whole. Goodness gracious, the head sculpt. He does not look emaciated. Let's continue to go on. Hot diggity damn. I'm going to blow this up, and I'm hoping you can see it. And I'm going to get to the other screen so I don't buffer out. But man, oh man, oh man. Look, I'll be honest with you. With the prototype, I wasn't digging it like 1,000,000,000%. I was digging it 100%. Just not 1,000,000,000. Certainly not as much as the Clone Wars Ahsoka. Let me know what you think in the chat. When I take a look at this looks absolutely unbelievable and on point. And he looks menacing. And it looks like such good quality. It looks fantastic when you look at that here on the screen. The level of detail, the subtleties to the face, to the head sculpt, not as drawn as I was fearing it was going to be. You know, I was calling this like emaciated Maul. And right now, this just looks like a sick Maul. That is an absolute must-have. What a tremendous job. That head sculpt. And I love that they put in a plain red background on some of these. Kudos to Hot Toys for putting out 2 sets of pictures. Because the 2 sets of pictures help present it in some different light and in some different scenes and with some different lighting to kind of show you all the different variables and scenarios of how this figure can look. And this looks great. AJ, you're getting my first impression, so let's just go. AJ Argusa in the house. He looks fantastic, and I need a Maul too. What a coincidence. Haha. Yeah, I know. You hit the nail on the head, my friend. Because you can with the way that this looks, use this as one of the Mauls in your collection, even if you're not a Clone Wars fan. 1,000%. That's where I want to go with this. This is the impressions as I'm looking at these pictures really for the first time with you. That I kind of was getting that feeling today, and I'm getting that impression now. If you needed a Darth Maul, it's kind of like if Han Solo. Let's be honest, AJ. It's kind of like if Han Solo. You got a Han Solo, a Bespin, or an Andor Han Solo. It can be a Han Solo in your collection. While you still need the A New Hope, or for some collectors need the A New Hope ones or whatnot, it would work. This Maul works. This Maul freaking works. It's really, really, really good. Let's continue to look at some of these. Royal Crowd Cola. Come on, baby. Jonathan asks, could Anakin with the staff be coming soon? And I say, hell yes. Could be coming very soon. Could be coming tonight. What'd I just say? Could be coming tonight. Could be coming Wednesday night. It's going to be coming any minute. We're going to talk about that in a little bit. Single songwriter, thank you so much. 112 in the cantina. Come on. Let's hit that like button. Let's get to 100. Thank you so much, dear single songwriter. Come on. I'm impressed with Rex's staying power. Well, listen, Jonathan. The staying power is being exacerbated, accentuated, is being stimulated, is being getting a steroid shot with the Clone Wars Ahsoka. Make no doubt about it. And the Ahsoka one, I just showed you on Sideshow. It's shot all the way up, baby. All the way up. It's number one. It's number one when you started out with Marvel. She's number one. The figure was a hit, and some people waited to see how the final production photos were going to go. And remember what I told you earlier in the show. There's a very, very large community and a fantastic community here on YouTube and on these forums. But you got 95% or probably even more that don't even bother with this, which is the percentage that buy these things. And that's the tail of the tape. That's the tail of the tape. And it was a home run. And I think that one was better than the prototype, especially with all the angles you could do with Ahsoka. And right now, my friend, looking at this Maul, it is in me. I don't know what you think in the chat. Let me know. That this is just better than the prototype, I think, on every level. Let's continue to move on. It's just on every level, it's better than the prototype. It's not as thin. It's not as emaciated. It's strong. It's powerful. It's sinister. It's slick. It's badass. It's like wild. It's Maul. And it's something that, even if you're not into the Clone Wars, can fill the gap. I mean, just look at that stare. Goes right through you. Let's go to more. So what do you all think about the cardboard esophagus here? I think this is a great prop. And you don't necessarily need Darth Maul inside. You could just put the 501st around that. I think it's great. And you don't need to leave the figure in there, to be quite honest with you. There's ways to do this. You all know what I'm talking about when you're display where you don't need the figure in there. You can set it up where it looks like it's in there. Wow, that is so cool. Let's blow this up. Let's blow this up and see. Yeah, I mean, doesn't that look better? Come on, guys. Doesn't that just look better? It just looks so much better than a prototype. Again, kudos to Hot Toys. You talk about innovation. You talk about not changing things during COVID and during this environment. I'll tell you one thing they've been changing. They've been hitting a lot of stuff out of the park and making them better than the prototypes and paying very close attention and delivering on what they say they're going to deliver on. That's very, very important. You go ahead and pre-order a product. You go ahead and anticipate a product. And when you go ahead and plan to buy that product and you plan to put your money down on it, you're only going to be getting on what they share. And if you weren't happy with the innovation or it wasn't good enough for you, then you shouldn't have pre-ordered it. And if it wasn't enough for you or not good enough for you, then you shouldn't go ahead and plan to buy it. But obviously it was, or you wouldn't have. And you did. And now they're not only delivering it, but they're over-delivering it. When they're getting in that ring and they're competing, they're not bringing you lesser than the prototype. They're bringing you more than the prototype. They're bringing you more than what's at Secret Base as a prototype. And that's very, very telling. And I'm just so excited. Let's continue to go on. Let's continue to go on. Look at some of these pictures. That's awesome. He doesn't look emaciated. He looks freaking great. Look at that. Man, that is smoke background. All right, come on. How many of you that take pictures on Instagram? I know we got some channel creators in here and some collectors that love to do this. I wonder if Boston Collector is spilling his coffee or if he's in here. I got to go look at the chat who's in here because I can see, some of you guys that do that. That is absolutely unreal. That's cool, baby. Look what you can do with the eyes and everything. That's what I was talking about with the Ahsoka. I don't even notice the joints here, to be honest with you. That's how good this is. It's really flipping good. That looks really, really good. I think better. They delivered more than a prototype. Let's go ahead and go to some more of these comments to get what's going in here. Mandalorian Huntress is in the house. What is going on, girl? Good to have you in here. Mandalorian Huntress, a Cantina insider and also a great supporter to the channel, like all of you. Darth Maul is hot. And is it possible that I agree with the Mandalorian Huntress? And I say, yes. Good to have you in here, girl. Yeah, Lane, I'm right with you, buddy. Can't wait to have Lane back in here in one of these shows coming up here over the next several weeks. Lane says, I love how this figure looks, man. Man, it just has a unique... I know, it's pretty damn cool, even if you don't like the Clone Wars. It's like if they came out with a cool, like, Boba Fett, or they came out with a cool Darth Vader, right, Lane? You just kind of have to fall in love with it, right? And then not only do you have to just fall in love with it, you just kind of have to buy it. If it was on your docket for Star Wars, you know? I mean, I'll be honest with you. I was kind of like on the fence with this. And I'm not anymore. I'm going to get this now. Really, I was really happy with I love my Solo Maul. It's a phenomenal figure. I love my DX16. It's the Phantom Menace. Come on, baby. Come on. But I dig this, Lane. I'm right with you. I'm right with you. Elfido, good to have you in here. I hope all is well with you, my friend. 6-scale Separatist puts in, yeah, he looks awesome. I may pull the trigger. I know, I'm feeling the same way. I'll be honest with you, I really wasn't. You know, when I kind of teeter like that, I'm pretty much a Dark Jedi. And, you know, with all my market stuff and the advice I give, I kind of teeter putting it off. Okay, that's one I'm going to put out. This now, dude, I'm right with you. It's stacked good. It's just better than a prototype. So here's our case in point on why I think this is not fluff. This is not bullcrap. I give you me real. I come on here and I shoot the crap with your real. The reason I was teetering on it because I really wasn't digging the prototype. I'm just being honest. At least the pictures anyway. I'm digging this. That's what I'm saying. I'm probably going to get it now. I'm right with 6-scale Separatists. This is real. This is my real reaction. I'm looking at this. I didn't look at this picture today. You're getting my real reaction. You are getting Aries live and raw. Welcome, everybody who's in here. We got well over 100 in here. Please go ahead and smash that like button. Much appreciate your support. And if this is the first time you're watching the Dark Jedi Aries Terrington, please go ahead and subscribe to the channel. You'll get the latest notifications. There's going to be so much Star Wars Hot Toys heat that is going to be coming. And this is your #1 stop for everything Star Wars Hot Toys in the community for sure. Love everybody, but keep patting my own back. You definitely want to subscribe. You definitely want to know when I'm going live. And if you subscribe, you'll get that notification. But look, this is what's making me do that because it's real here. Single songwriter. I bet we get Boba Fett version with a back the tank box like Maul in his entertainment, in his containment cell. You know, that's a great point, dude. That's a great point, single songwriter. Wow. That would be interesting. You know what? I wouldn't be shocked on that. I haven't thought about that. Kudos to you. I wouldn't be surprised if that happens. We're going to have to give single songwriter the credit for calling that out. That's great. Mark McAllister, welcome in here. This will be my first Darth Maul. Yeah, and let me ask you, Mark, are you excited about this? Does this fit the bill for? I mean, just look at that. I mean, like I said, I think it answers. Kyle, good to have Kyle in here. I think DX17 is still the best Maul. Oh yeah, I do too. I think the Phantom Menace just for me, Kyle. You know, this is outstanding, but it's legacy. It's where we first saw Darth Maul. It's Darth Maul versus Qui-Gon Jinn. It's Darth Maul versus Obi-Wan Kenobi. It's Darth Maul. It's Duel of the Fates. I'm right with you. But this is sick, dude. This is sick. This is a different head sculpt, not the Solo version. Sure. Yeah, it is. It is a different head sculpt. I know that there was some talk about this, Eric. You know, if you want my opinion on this when this first came out, you know, blowing this up onto the screen, I see zero resemblance to the Solo Maul in this, to be quite honest with you. I love the Solo Maul. I think it looks fantastic. This does not give me the Solo Maul vibe from the Solo movie whatsoever. They certainly had to change the shape of the sculpt anyway. They certainly had to change certain things with it. So they certainly did change the mold that it goes in to be able to get the shape. Whether they took properties of this that were from the Solo Maul, the DX-16, that's semantics, to be quite honest with you. It's semantics. Of course they're going to. They already made this figure. They're going to take qualities and ideas and certain R&D recipes from some. But yeah, I believe that this is a new sculpt. For sure. Valiant Archer puts in, I don't have Darth Maul yet, so this one is tempting. Debating on this or if I break my don't collect backwards rule for a good deal on Phantom Menace for Solo Darth Maul. It's totally up to you, baby. It is tempting, isn't it? I have both of those, and you're hearing me talk about this with some others in the chat. It's tempting for sure. Good point. I see that. I don't know what you're saying, Jonathan, but that's awesome. And Crossbow, good to have Crossbow in here. Good evening to all 6-scale Cantina members and Aries, and good evening to you, my friend. Let me go ahead and serve you up. Are you at table 5 with Popsic? Or are you at table 66?
Good, Anakin, good. Good.
Good to have you in here. Yeah, I agree with you, Joel Pellerin. The joints look better than the original pictures shown whenever he's holding the lightsaber. Yeah, dude. Yeah, let's go to some other pictures. I agree. Yeah, that one doesn't show it. Yeah, let's go to some of the other ones. I'm gonna pull up. These pictures are sick. I'm gonna go to the second set of pictures now. Let's see what we come up with here. Damn, dude. All right, so this shows some of the joints. Like if you see on the lower end of this picture, like I don't even care. I gotta go back to that picture. Give me one with the joints. Give me one with the joints. I gotta go back to these. Oh my god. Where are the joints? Where are the joints? Where are the joints? There's one particular. Yeah, like I don't even like care. Like it's like I don't care. I'm right with you. I don't care. That looks so damn good. Dude, that looks good. Can you imagine the photos on Instagram with some of the people? Yeah, like I mean, this is so cool. I'm right with you. I think it's a great point. The way that they did this figure, that was my first impressions too, especially before coming on the show here. Like I don't even care. Like look at this one here. I'll try and blow it up. Like even on the bottom right, like I don't even care. So that's a great point. Dude, this is sick. That is so much better than a prototype. I want to go back to some of these first pictures. I got to keep clicking. Look at this. Oh, man. All right, let's go back to that one because now we got to go through these. Dude. Who doesn't like Hot Toys? Hot Toys putting out heat. This is planned heat. This is planned heat. Good show there. Single songwriter goes, I'm happy with my DX-18. Yeah, me too, baby. And could also mod it to be a Clone Wars Maul someday. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, you could. All the Mauls are good. Yeah, we answered this there, OG fan. The sculpt looks thinner than yeah, it's a different head sculpt for sure. For sure. Let's get to some of these other comments as we're going in here. And someone says, Dante is in the house. It's Valiant Archer. Welcome to Man of Hot Collectibles. Let's put it up. There is Dante. Man of Hot. What is up, OG? It's Popsic, Lane, and everyone watching. What is up to you there, Maestro, the Man of Hot Collectibles? Dude, what do you think of this figure, man? This figure's insane. This figure's sick. It's better than what they showed us with the prototype, dude. Goodness gracious. Having a blast here at table 77, says AJ. Well, then let's go ahead and play the theme for table 77.
This is where the fun begins.
Come on. Yeah, this figure is like, yeah, Punisher, I agree. The red joints hide the joints a little bit. No, yeah, I agree. I agree with that. There's the man saying, hello, what's up, Aries? Can't wait to review this baby. Yeah, I mean, come on. I'm right with you there, Dante. I can't wait to see your review. Dante, the maestro, the reviewer extraordinaire. Dante in the house. Is it possible that I will be on Dante's show this coming Friday, 8:30 p.m. Eastern? And the Dark Jedi says, yes. Good to have him in the house. It's pop success. I feel that the only detractor on this figure is the single jointed arms. Maul is one of the most dynamic characters in Star Wars. 9 out of 10 figure. That's a fair point. That is definitely a fair point, Popsic. I was going to get into that. What do you all think about, the single jointed arms? For some reason, it bothers me more on, well, really, the armor really bothers me with the freaking, the Phillips head screws. I probably wouldn't even mention much on the other thing. I don't know. For some reason, this figure, I feel like, I don't know if this, the way they have it, makes these joints besides the paint unnoticeable. Let me know your thoughts. I do. Popsic has a great point. Crossbow with the table 66. Really? Again?
Look, and he get good.
Good.
Can somebody tell me, is somebody sitting here at the coldest, well, not a cold table. We already know what that is.
Oh, really? You're cold?
But is anybody sitting at table 33 with the men in black?
So, you guys seen the Wangos?
Sure you don't want some coffee?
Payroll?
Ay. Let's continue to look over here. McLean's Man Cave. I like this comment. And good to have you in here, my friend. This is a stretch. But if we could get a Clone Wars Pre-Vizsla to recreate that fight scene for the Darksaber on Mandalore, that would be epic. I don't think anything is a stretch anymore, McLean's Man Cave. Especially with how hot Star Wars is. Remember I had up on Sideshow a little bit earlier in the show. Your number one ranked figure right now, McLean's Man Cave, is Ahsoka from the Clone Wars. Number one. Sorted out everything Star Wars. When you sorted out everything with Marvel, Ahsoka's number one. And when you sorted out everything with Marvel, Captain Rex is number two. What does that tell Hot Toys? My goodness gracious. Clones are selling. Of course, you got one Spider-Man figure, number 3. Okay? But my goodness gracious. I mean, it is absolutely unbelievable. And then you get the that KX Enforcer Droid, number 5, number 4 without Marvel. Star Wars is hot. So believe me, what you're talking about here, they're going to be putting out plenty of announcements. Let's continue to go on with some of this stuff in here. Joel Pellerin puts in, after looking at this Maul, I can't wait to see what they do with Bo-Katan. Look, it's a good point. Boy, Joel, you bring up a good point. Do you think he brings up a good point using the chat? I really do. Because we absolutely, a lot of us anyway, murdered that freaking Katie Sackhoff head sculpt. Just about as much as we murdered that Daisy Ridley one. We absolutely killed that Daisy Ridley one for the Ray and Dio figure. But then you look at this right here. And it's just better than the prototype. You look at the Ahsoka Tano, I feel that that's better than the prototype. You look at that Rey and Kylo Ren from the sequels last year, and that's better than a prototype. We got to give Hot Toys credit where credit is due. They are hitting home runs out of the park. And listen, when you're putting down pre-orders and putting your hard-earned money on what you're expecting to get, they can just give you what you're expecting to get and nothing more at all. Not even an attempt to do it a little better, because actually there's a little bit of a notion, especially from years past, that, oh, it's a little bit better because of the production and because, it's a little bit more hard. It's not as hard, they can be a little bit less. They're trying to exceed those expectations. They're trying to exceed those expectations. And may I suggest that they're actually doing it? Does that mean they don't have to innovate? No, they do. Remember what I told you earlier in the show. There's always a bigger fish. And bigger fish means more than one fish. And everyone's going to have to innovate as they continue to go up. But I'm telling you, they've been killing these lately. It's a great, great point. MTX says that neck looks a bit long, but other than that, it's good. That's a good point. Let's take more of a look at it. Let's continue to go down and look at some of this stuff in the chat here. And yeah, I can't wait for that Bo-Katan, honestly, now. The way they've been hitting it out of the park, if they can make it look just like her. And that's a Clone Wars figure, too. Here's the thing we haven't talked about yet. Keeping this up on the screen. Let's see if I can blow it up anymore because it's so freaking good. Just look at that, baby. Just look at that. It is sick. But listen, here's something I wanted to point out. Clone Wars Ahsoka came out a couple weeks ago. I'm still spilling my coffee over that Clone Wars Ahsoka. Let's break open some spatchka. What table are you at? This deserves deluxe spatchka. Then last week they came out with the KX Enforcer Droid. It's last week. Now they're coming out with the Clone Wars Maul. Remember, I told you every week, just about, leading all the way up to the May 4th week, when they blow your socks off. They blow your socks off. Not going to make the same mistake they did last year. All respect to Echo, which I can't wait. He's just not a legacy character. Look, they've been absolutely killing it, baby. Absolutely killing it. But here's the thing. This was pushed out way further than the Ahsoka. Remember, they put this out moving to June. And they decided to come out with it now, which is very, very telling and very, very interesting. Because there's a couple of points here with this. Did suddenly the lockdown's over and they were able to get everything done in 24 hours? No. They suddenly find some containers in the bottom of the sea that were lost? No. Why did they move this back up? There could be several reasons. One of them you have to wonder, though. The same reason that they moved up the 2-pack Boba Fett. Do you think Maul has a possibility to be in the Obi-Wan series? Remember, there's rumors going around that he is. Of course, there's rumors going around that not. They wrote it in the script and they took it out. There's going to be so much mass deception out there that you're really never going to know the answer. You're just not going to know the answer until we get to the series. It is the absolute perfect opportunity to bring Maul in. Maul is not dead yet. Would make a lot of freaking sense, especially with a figure like this. Especially if you're going to go ahead and have some flashback scenes, which you're going to. Back from Order 66, which you're going to. You're going to have flashback scenes. Probably going to see Ahsoka. Probably going to see Maul. Have this figure out. Holy moly, guacamole. There could be several reasons why this is out now. I'm putting my money on the Mauls in this. I already told you that. Don't even ask me about Grogu. He's in it too. But I'm telling you, could be one of the reasons. But all of a sudden now, a figure that was supposed to come out in March came out, and it was the Ahsoka. We're supposed to come out with the way that they had it scheduled, the Grogu set, the Transporter Trooper from the Mandalorian, and the Anakin. No one was really expecting this. Give credit to Jonathan from Boston Collectors because he did. It was on my show a few weeks ago. That was a pretty cool call. And I agree with him because you never know what they're going to do. All of a sudden, they throw a whammy on you and they come out with this earlier. Wow, well, they set up to June. They came out with this now. Okay. You're probably going to get the Clone Wars Anakin right on the heels of this. I really don't want Maul back. Rebels was the perfect ending to his character. Yeah, but this is way before Rebels, dude. I'm not talking about that. Okay, that's when he was like had the Alec Guinness look Obi-Wan. This is Ewan McGregor look. Everybody's hunting down the Jedi right now, and everyone's hunting down Maul too. And Maul's no friend to the Emperor, so he's definitely going to be in there. And they're going to bring him back. I understand. All respect to Rebels, but no one in the world really knows Rebels or watched Rebels, in the general public, and they want Darth Maul back. So he died on the sands of Tatooine, which means nothing. But I get your point. They need to update their stands. Let's go look at the stands. That's a good point. Let's go take a look at more of this. Let's bring that up. Let's go take a look at the stands. The stand on this. Let's continue to move on and see some of these pictures on what we got here. Yeah, look at that, dude. Again, another moment in time. That just it looks like a whole different look. What you could do here with the rolling eyes. The rolling eyes function as money. We saw that with the Clone Wars Ahsoka. So many different expressions, so many different attitudes. Hot Toys, baby. Man. Okay, check that out. Okay, look, dudes, dudettes. Come on. Come on now. How many of you remember the Phantom Menace? I know a lot of you remember the Phantom Menace. How many of you remember the Hasbro packaging on the Phantom Menace? It was actually, and I think that packaging was used by Lucas also in a lot of other stuff besides just Hasbro, but I'm thinking Hasbro specifically. With the red, I should pull it up. I mean, holy crap, this looks good. This looks better than that photo image that they had up on there. With the hood up and everything, that looks so damn rad. That is nice. That is nice. I'm digging this. It's just so much better. They had one up. The one they had with the prototype, honestly. All right. Don't laugh. Don't throw arrows at me. But he had like a hood up in one of the prototype photos, and it looked like Robin Hood Men in Tights. It just looked like it was a little bit like I wanted to put like a flute in my hand and go. And that's fine because I love that, but I don't want Darth Maul to do that. I don't want Darth Maul to go. I don't want him to do that. I want him to do Duel of the Fates. Dun 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 dun. That's what that looks like here, baby. This is hot. I'm going through these pictures. First time I'm seeing this, dude. I'm telling you, it's hot. But that prototype picture sucked really now when you're looking. It was just kind of like, this is cool, dude. This is good. This is good. It is so damn good. It's good. It's good.
And he get good.
Good.
Wizard juice. Come on, baby. Come on.
Who the f*** is that guy? Who the f*** is that?
It looks like Dark freaking Maul from the Phantom Menace. Fab is in the house. What is going on, Fabio? Look at this, man. Fabio, you take those pictures too, dude. You're going to have a ball with this. Come on, baby. Yeah, Joel, this is the money shot. Come on. Come on. You're right. Fabio again. Fabio, listen, buddy. Fabio, good friend. I loved doing all those shows with him last week. Come on, dude. You know you're going to love this. Come on. Come on, baby. Riley. Harry's is a great whistler. I don't know, dude. I got to kind of wet my whistle a little bit. You just said it. Wet my whistle. Let's open a can of whoop ass. Ah. What you going to do? This figure's hot, and that's the bottom line because the Dark Jedi says so. Come on. Oh, man. Lay puts admitted Aries, when you saw the Mando new Naboo fighter redesign, you were looking on eBay for the old power. The power of the Force, freeze frame figures. I love the power of the Jedi. Lane, do you remember the power of the Jedi figures had like Obi-Wan, the Darth Vader? I love the power of the Jedi line. That was freaking cool, dude. Dude, that was freaking cool. Power of the Jedi line. I'm feeling like a kid. Hot Toys is making me feel like a kid. It's making me feel like a kid. Look, that's the whole point. So we're kind of having fun. I'm kind of smiling. I like the figure. Of course, some people aren't going to like it. Some people don't like everything. Again, figure's good. Figure's really good, man. Again, to each their own. It's kind of like some people love Led Zeppelin. Why? I don't know. I love them, but some people don't like it. They're family members that can't stand them. To each their own. Telling you what, as a whole, though, this figure's money. This figure's money, man. I mean, that's a money shot. So I'm kind of reacting this way. You know, when something kind of sucks, you just kind of have a sucky mood. It just sucks. You know, come on. Come on now. You saw The Last Jedi. Come on. Where's Ryan Johnson? Dante, we found Fabio. Fabio is never late on 6-scale Cantina. Only other man of hot collectibles on his shows on Tuesdays, on Dante's shows, on his membership channel, on Dante's shows on Fridays. That's why he hasn't done Dear Halberd the last few weeks, because, you know, Fabio has been on time. He doesn't know what to do with himself. Brandon, do the lightsabers light up? That's a good question. Let me know when they're. Do they light up on this? I think they do. Riley's going, this is a must-have for me. Look, it wasn't a must-have for me. This was not a must-have for me at all. But, dude, after looking, I mean, let's go to some more money shots. I mean, oh, look at that. He looks astute. Is that the right word? He looks, I mean, look at all the different, come on. Look at that. Look at that pose there. It's like right there he's going, hello there. I mean, it's not like, you're dead. Or it's not like, dun, dun, dun. I mean, it's just like, hello there. I love what they're freaking doing. We need to get more of this rolling eyes function. Believe me, I recently just got, over the last, month, the DX07. Baby, I should just get up and go grab both of those freaking Bespin Lukes right now. Absolutely freaking incredible 2-pack. Is it possible we're going to get the Bespin Luke in the 40th anniversary packaging, May 4th weekend? And I say, wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it.
They call him the Wizard.
Oh, my goodness gracious. And listen, I just don't understand why.
I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name.
I'd be careful where I was sticking my nose if I were you.
Hot Toys Wizard opening up a can of whoop ass. Is Cad Bane and Cobb Vanth coming? And I say yes. And that's the bottom line, because the Hot Toys Wizard says so. And man, I love, who doesn't want to freaking do that pose? Man, who doesn't want to do that? Have the freaking Cad Bane and Cobb Vanth face off? Dude. Do that. Any droids out listening out there? Any KX Enforcer droids? Man. Getting back to this Maul. Listen, you bet your ass. KX Enforcer droid, I showed you how well it's doing. Showed you how well it's doing within the secondary market. I mean, in the regular market for Star Wars Hot Toys. People want it. People love it. It's an awesome. It's a hit out of the park. But it's just an appetizer. It's just some peanuts from the ground round. Come on. Astute. Man, what else could we look at here? Eyes look freaking sharp. Yeah, on guard. On guard. This have light up function? Someone tell me in there. I got to look at the chat. Sorry. Let me see if I can pay attention. See what anybody says in here. I think it does. I think this has a light up sabers. Carlos Burgos, thank you so much, Carlos, saying, everyone, let's hit the like button for Aries. Listen, smash that like button, baby. We got 110 in here watching the Dark Jedi spill his coffee over all this. My goodness gracious, interrupted already from the Hot Toys Wizard. You have to wonder if he'll do it again. Starkiller says, already have this paid off. Absolute must for me. Yeah. Dude, is the lightsaber freaking, yeah, I think that this is. No, you didn't, Single Songwriter. Single Songwriter. Look, if they did that, if they did a 1/6 Rian Johnson, it would be the coldest seller in history. It would be the worst ever. It would be like this.
Oh, really? You're cold?
It would be cold, baby. Cold, baby. Cold, baby. Riley is teaching Fabio how to change his name from Fab's Figures to Fabio World. The Mandalorian, I just goes. The Dark Jedi has the voice of an angel. Come on, girl. Come on. Julio. Oh my goodness. We got third-party reviews in the house. Third-party reviews, if you're in there. Welcome in there. Try to go through all the chat. I got to get better at this stuff here. I kind of like just got to bang it like Han Solo does. Nothing's going to get us out of here. We're not going to get this through this show with this bucket of bolts the Dark Jedi is trying to stream with. Hang in there, sweethearts. This bucket of bolts has more life in it than you can imagine. Come on. Come on, baby. Joe P goes, a Rian Johnson figure would be more interesting than a bad Boba Fett in a back. Where's Dante? Dante, send me the clip, baby. Come on. Like a bantha, like a bantha, like a bantha. Come on, baby. Come on. Goodness gracious. I mean, this is just great. Let's continue to go on. Cool pose. Man. It's nice, you all. It is so nice. So nice. Oh, man. Look at that. Oh, I didn't mean to go off. Now I got to go backwards so much. But, I mean, just look at this, dude. Look at that. Look at that. Ay. This is so damn cool. So damn cool. Guys, I mean, girls. Tell me what you think in the chat about some of these.
You have to wonder, why is it that I interrupt your show, Aries? Why? It is because, is it possible that I have news about Star Wars Hot Toys? Potatoes. Maybe. Quite possibly it is. Maybe I have a lot more info, Aries. From the 6-girl container you're watching here today, it's a Hot Toys Wizard. From Macy Cupcake Collectibles' body. Goodbye, babies. Ow. Why's my butt hurt? Oh my god. Is that a cigar?
Riley's review goes, LOL. Easy company collectibles. Fab's figures. I didn't know we were allowed to be drunk. Listen, he's talking about your cigar, baby. You better light it up there, Fabio. What is going on? Easy should be an actor. I know. Forget about freaking Andy Serkis. I mean, what say you? Andy Serkis or Easy Company Collectibles? What say you? Easy Company Collectibles. Now, how is that cigar? Was it? Stop. I can hear Easy's dog crying because he doesn't like the voice. 6 scale separates with the LOL. Come on, baby. Come on. OG fan. Wizard's on fire tonight. Easy Company Collectibles. As we're going through all these comments, make sure you subscribe to Easy Company Collectibles. A good friend of the Dark Jedi Aries Terrington. Come on. Show him some sympathy. Subscribe to his channel because you know what happens when a Hot Toys wizard takes on your likeness. McLean's Man Cave goes, give that man an Oscar. Big Bretta says, Easy is the man. Single songwriter, Easy all the day. Come on. Easy does deserve I don't remember any of that. Well, listen, dude, you got to drink more buttermilk beer. Come on. Let's go. Punisher, LOL. Oh, goodness. Make sure you subscribe to the Easy. Let's continue to go on over here. Come on. Yeah, like, the joints don't bother me, dude. Yeah, this looks sick. Where's the base? Okay. Yes, we got a killer base with that KX Enforcer Droid. Let's be honest. We did. We got this. But you have to wonder, is this better than that god-awful giant hexagon thing that we got with the DX16 and that freaking DX18? I think so. I mean, at least they didn't give me a sand base with this, so they're just giving me a plain Jane base. Okay. I mean, come on. The one with the KX Enforcer Droid is absolutely unbelievable. I want to see more of that. And I thought I heard that was used in Iron Man or some other figure from Marvel. I could care less. Go ahead and reuse pieces. I mean, I could care less. They use the same clay anyway, whatever the heck raw materials are using, whatever. Cool. I mean, I love with the KX Enforcer base. Blows this away, but I'm happy with this, dude. I'm happy with this. Listen, my DX16 base is awesome thanks to Desi at Metamorphic Customs, which I showed you a ton of what he do in my DX18. But this base, yeah, I want them to kind of get better with this. And also, what do you think? A lot of these figures now, they've been coming with the prongs. You know what I'm talking about? Like the prongs where you grab it like this instead of where you come up under the crotch. I'd much rather have that. Those are a pain in the ass. And I get nervous with putting the figures in there like that. Sometimes I just lean them up against it. I don't like it. I mean, they work for some of the things, but I don't know. I mean, it's Yeah, I agree, Riley. I wish they would have Dio bases with every announcement. Listen, baby. What table are you at? Dark Jedi is coming down to the wire over here. We got some minutes left. But what table are you at? Are you at table 77? I'm going to serve you up.
This is where the fun begins.
The fun's already begun. Are you at table 5 with Popsick? Maybe you're at table 808 with the 808 Michigan Jedi and a bunch of other friends. Because Grogu just jumped using his force powers. All right, so let's get into some big stuff here. What is the prospect of this figure? And this figure is, listen, you're at it's already going high on sideshow.com, and it just came out. Let's go ahead and get to the last segment of the show. And let me show you something here, baby. Okay. Darth Maul, DX16, on fire right now. And let's go ahead and take a look at 6scalecantina.com to show you something. Actually, let's just go to these real quick. Hate to move away from these pictures, but let me pull this up, what's going on with Maul in the secondary market. You can see right here, right now, just back from a few days ago, $450, DX16, 35 bids, not including the $25 in shipping, not including taxes, $500 for this figure. Are you kidding me? All day long, DX16 rising within the secondary market. You see this right here, $405, 28 bids, not including the $16 in shipping. Wow, another outstanding seller. Goodness gracious, putting up another Maul, close to $500 just yesterday, $495 with 30 bids. Wow. But, you know, positive feedback of 1, so I would never use this auction, by the way, in my calculations. You should definitely become a Cantina insider if you want to see how I do this, because I've got good stuff up on that. But still interesting to see. People are just looking, you know, for this figure. But I would never use that one. But go into 6scalecantina.com and, you know, to show you what's going to happen with this Clone Wars Maul. Because right now, that particular figure, the DX60, let's go to everything Maul. So whenever you go to 6scalecantina.com and the market value chart, you can click on the third value column a couple times to get the highest ranked to the lowest ranked. Look at that hot and chewy, baby. 1,083. Look at that Tarkin and Vader. 936. My goodness, my goodness. Let's go ahead and type in Maul. Everything Maul come up. Let's see what's going on. And you can see right here, Darth Maul DX16, $426 now, and rising. And I warned you that it was going to crack in here and crack the $400 tier range, which it did. And now legit going up, cracking the $425 tier range. You see Darth Maul, the solo Maul, it's also going to crack the $400 tier range eventually. Doesn't matter with this release, any subsequent release. That's a money figure. Once in a lifetime release that will never be released again. Right now holding steady at $375. And is it possible that this is also going to crack the $400 tier range? And I say yes. But the big question is, what does this mean for, and I could blow this up on the screen. I didn't realize I didn't have it below, but you can see it right there for the numbers I just gave you. What does this mean for this Clone Wars Maul going back to it? And again, this is absolutely unbelievable. And pulling this back up on the screen, and I love this freaking shot, baby. Love this shot. Is it possible that when it's all said and done, that this particular figure is also going to be a $400 to $500 tier range figure sometime in the future? And I say, yes, it absolutely is going to be. And that's absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy. Single Soul Rider, thank you so much for putting that in. Check it out, 6scalecantina.com. Man, oh man, oh man. But listen, getting it. Is this going to affect the solo Maul? No. Is this going to affect the DX16? No. It's absolutely not. It's not going to affect it at all. Are there going to be some collectors that get this because the other balls are expensive? Yes. And you're going to have some collectors like me. I seriously was not going to. This was going to be, I was tinkering on this because I just wasn't feeling the prototype. I mean, it was just like, look at that dude again. You know, when you go to some of those prototype pictures It's just like that whistle, that not that dun dun dun. Let's pull this back up. We're getting close to the end of the show. Wrapping it up. Make sure you hit the like button, baby. Did you hit the like button yet? Did you hit the subscribe button yet? Look at this here. Look. Sorted out everything Star Wars. And wow, this even moved up a spot. This KX Enforcer Droid, since we started the show, now number 3. Everything sorted out. You got Ahsoka Tano number 1. You got Captain Rex number 2. You got the KX Enforcer Droid number 3. Again, all the Mandalorian beneath that. You got Maul moving up past Luke here. Wow. Then you got Anakin. And let's go ahead and put in Marvel again. Putting in Marvel. Here's what you got, baby. You've got Ahsoka number 1. Rex number 2. KX Enforcer number 3. Spider-Man number 4. Stormtrooper number 5. Mando. Captain America number 8. Mando. 501st. Jesus, 501st. Come on. Luke. Green Goblin. Doc Ock. Anakin. Darth Maul. Luke. Spider-Man. Luke. Luke is hot, baby. That's why Luke's so hot in the secondary market. This Maul's going to be sick, y'all. But just look at this. Hot Toys is hitting it out of the damn park, baby. It's very, very telling. And Captain Rex holding strong, bringing that Ahsoka Tano all the way up, catapulting that Captain Rex. And you have to wonder, how much is this going to help the Clone Wars Maul? And how much does the Clone Wars Maul help the Ahsoka? And how much does the Clone Wars Maul and Ahsoka help the Captain Rex? And how much does the Clone Wars Maul and the Ahsoka and the Darth Maul help the 501st Deluxe and regular? My goodness, and how much do all of those clones and all of this jazz going on about these clones selling? You don't think Hot Toys sees this, baby? You don't see right now where you got a KX Enforcer Droid? You got this stuff selling better even at this moment than Green Goblins and Doc Ocks and some of the Spider-Mans and some of the Marvel? And you don't think you're going to get more clothes? You don't think you're going to get that Clone Wars Obi-Wan Kenobi with the upcoming series coming in? Is it possible that that's coming real quick, fast, in a hurry? And maybe in conjunction with that Anakin? My goodness, you don't think you're going to get? God, let me just pull it up on the screen. Do I have it? I probably don't even have it. Oh, yeah, I do. You don't think you're going to get this? The way I just showed you how they're selling? And I'll tell you right now, you heard it here from the Dark Jedi Aries Terrington, who serves up all the Star Wars Hot Toys talk. As good as I'm showing you here, that KX Enforcer Droid is doing, this will blow that away. Blow it away. Blow it out of the water. You know it, and I know it. You know what Jesse did. Hot Toys knows what Jesse did. You know what Vaughn did. Hot Toys knows what Vaughn did. You know what Ahsoka's doing. You know what frickin' Rex is doing. You know what the 501st are doing. It's right here. It's right here. Here it is again. Coming up quick. It's helping me load it right to the backstop. I guess I got a ghost in the machine. I have got the Hot Toys wizard probably inside the computer because he could turn into anything. And you have to wonder, is this what they call me?
They call him the Wizard.
And now the floodgates are starting to open. Floodgates are starting to open. I told you it was going to happen after the Chinese New Year. I told you exactly what was going to happen. Did you hit the like button yet? Because I'm wrapping this up. I told you exactly where this was going to happen. And all of a sudden, 2 weeks ago, you get Ahsoka release. All of a sudden, a week ago, you got KX Enforcer Droid announcement. All of a sudden, you got Clone Wars Maul, which is ahead of schedule now from where they had it on the top end. What's going to happen tomorrow or Thursday? What's going to happen next week? Is it possible every week? And again, when you go to sixscalecantina.com, and remember, if you don't have this bookmarked, you may want to consider doing so. Look at this handy-dandy tool all the way at the very bottom of the page, which shows you Star Wars versus Marvel. We're now, thanks to the KX Enforcer Droid, you've got 4 pre-orders for 2023. You're about to get 5s, so that'll help you there for 2023. Maybe Wolf. 27, thanks to Gugamesh, whatever his name is, from Marvel. You see how hot the Star Wars toys are selling. But look at this now. Star Wars 1/6 2022 release schedule by quarter. You have the Ahsoka, the Clone Wars Ahsoka, the Clone Wars Anakin, the Grogu set, and the Transport Trooper. You have the Maul, which was pushed out to the second quarter in June. Now you could take that out of the second quarter. You put that into the first quarter. Is it possible that now we're going to get the Anakin Clone Wars? We're going to be getting it any day. And it wouldn't shock me if you get it in conjunction. Anakin with the staff, Anakin with the by himself, with that Obi-Wan Kenobi. It's going to be very, very interesting if they come out with that like the armor, or if they come out with that for a 2023 release. We're going to have to keep an eye on it, for sure. But now all of a sudden, these things are going to start to break. They're definitely going to start to break, and they're going to start to come out. And then when you're in conjunction with that, they have to fill up. There's no pre-orders for 2023. I went over this yesterday. But it's very, very interesting. And then looky here, going back up to the breaking news, and you can see right there. Just what I did the show yesterday. What was the breaking news? KX Enforcer Droid. And what was it the week before that? That Clone Wars Ahsoka. Now you got the Clone Wars Maul. That's money right there, baby. That is a money shot. It's a money shot. This is a money figure. You know what I'm talking about in this episode. This episode was rocking. This episode was rolling. This is the last call. Filling you up. Table 5, table 88. The cold table. Table 44.
Oh, really? You're cold?
Table 77.
This is where the fun begins.
Come on, baby. Come on. Look, this is awesome. My final impressions on this particular figure. It's an absolute stellar release and stunning release from Hot Toys. It is actually better than the prototype. The prototype just sucked. It sucked. It wasn't good. The pictures, anyway, compared to this, it was good. But compared to this now, it kind of like sucks. So they were good. It just kind of lowered a level. This was amazing. Absolutely amazing. Give me Jango Fett. Come on. Table 99. Come on. I got to get the heck out of here. Listen, if you like what you heard here today, you may want to consider becoming a Cantina Insider and joining the channel, baby. Click that little join button. If it comes with stuff that you think would be good for you, you may want to consider doing it. Go to sixscalecantina.com. You can see this little teal banner here. You get some banners of some of the live shows. Had a great live show yesterday. Some expanded thoughts, heightened analysis. You got the Dark Jedi thoughts. We're killing it here with Star Wars Hot Toys. I've spilled so much coffee. Ashley Chase with all the wizards. Single songwriter goes, I hope off getting it a Dark Trooper arrive on schedule. Me too. We'll have to keep an eye on it. Table 99, you got it, baby. Brandon wants more coffee. Starkiller wants more coffee. Kyle says, I think we get the Ahsoka launch, the Anakin launch soon. 100 likes. We did it. We did it. I wasn't waiting for it, but thank you guys. Woohoo! Starkiller, Echo, and Fives. Again, this was awesome. Come on, baby. Come on. I'm looking for it. There it is. All right, cool. Remember, I don't always. Do I do it with Spotchka or should I do it with? Let me do it with the can of whoop ass. I don't always buy coffee out or a can of whoop ass, but when I do, I buy it from 6 Scale Cantina. It's a great time. Get ready for more later this week, next week. Stay thirsty, my friends.